Vybz Kartel book, The Voice of the Jamaican Ghetto, was released last year, and since then the reactions have been quite mixed. Even persons who admitted that they have not read the book, but they have absolutely no intention just because it's written by Vybz Kartel and because of his questionable reputation. Well, Dr. Carlin Cooper, lecturer at the University of the West Indies, has a totally different idea of the book. In fact, she's thinking that it should be a part of the CXC syllabus.
Give me a chance to talk from poor people beyond.
To be honest, I was surprised at how good it was.
It was indeed a surprise for Dr. Cooper after having read The Voice of the Jamaican Ghetto.
Like many other people, I had the prejudice that maybe it's nothing much. One of the things I was surprised about is Kartel's attitude to abortion, for example. I know that this is a very delicate subject in Jamaica, and most of the DJs condemn women who have abortions, call them cemetery, that's rebellion, this kind of thing. Kartel has a very sophisticated view of it in my mind as a feminist, as somebody who supports the right for women to choose. His position is that women must have the freedom to choose, and we need to look at the circumstances that the women find themselves in, that maybe abortion is a viable option. Now, I know for some people this is going to be our next black mark against Kartel.
Dr. Cooper's article in the Sunday Gleaner suggested that the book should be added to the CXC syllabus.
No, the idea of putting Kartel in the CXC syllabus, I wrote that I knew that people would get upset, but I was trying to make the point that he's dealing with social issues in a way that students can identify with. Social studies, one of the big themes in the social studies curriculum is the individual in society, looking at family, individual society. This book deals with these issues, and some of the books that they will give the students to read, they may not want to read it, but you could use Kartel's book that you know they are going to be interested in as a jumping off point to deal with the same issue.
No future suffer like dog, no eat last night and a cry say them hungry.
I'm going to recommend that, the publishers give a copy to the Minister of Education. Let him read it. And in fact, it's one of the recommended texts for my reggae poetry course. It's not required reading, but it's one of the recommended texts that they can read to understand dancehall. Like Kartel is somebody who reads a lot, You can hear in his lyrics and in the book the fact that this is a man who likes to read.
Older sisters are teaching now, Yeah, but from a long time, from when I was a child, she always encouraged me to read the SHARE. Like, she started me off with the comics first, like Mandrake, Aga the Arab, Lock-Ons, and all the comics. Believe it or not, up to this day, I always buy a star, I have to read Believe It or Not. Yeah, so reading is a hobby from childhood days. Even if I have a meal, and from cartoon I go on, as a youth, even 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, straight reading.
The book cover boasts an iconic pose of the late revolutionary leader Malcolm X.
Kartel represented as Malcolm X, so I think he's deliberately playing with this idea that he's more than a DJ, he's a black power icon, that he's speaking about social and political issues that are larger than what we would think would be his canvas as a dancehall DJ, and so I think he's trying to make a connection between what he's saying and what a Malcolm X might have said. He's very much into hip-hop and, that kind, and he's into the black American connection. So I think Kartel definitely sees himself as a kind of African diasporic figure making the connections with black America. And then I get emails from people who say, well, so all right, suppose them have conscious song, so what about the whole other one there? So I said, but we have to take the whole spectrum into account. And I said, one of the issues that y'all are facing is a question of demand as well as supply. Many times the artists do what they think the audience wants. So if we don't want the songs, they're not going to produce them. So don't just say, Kartel sing all of them bad songs. There's a market for it. So we have to look at what is it about us in our society that makes us gravitate to some kinds of songs.
The artist has captured global attention from his songs to his colorful image. He's even referred to as the Bob Marley of dancehall.
When the ink load up and the needle a joke, tattoo sell off, everybody have to look. Y'all say me pretty like a coloring book. She say me skin pretty like a coloring book.
Well, yes, but you see, people don't even like to make those comparisons. I wrote another column a few months ago in which I took one of Kartel's songs, one of Bob Marley's songs, and showed that it was the same message. Well, people don't like to hear that. We can sit down here saying is foolishness, but we don't realize that he's an icon.
Kartel is still incarcerated and is awaiting trial.
Where them call police for, them can't stop the crime.
All I'm saying is if we don't bring him to trial, we are running the risk of people being able to say, you see, it's because of all the things I'm say against the system, I'm say against Babylon, him say why they have him in prison, not necessarily because of any crime that he has committed. I remember in our legal system, you are still innocent until proven guilty. So we can't be assuming that Kartel is a criminal. Yes, he may well be a criminal, you know. He may well do the things. But my position is until we prove it, we can't make that judgment.
Me go through the real hardcore ghetto living. Many a times me sit down and me reminiscing.
And this is what makes entertainment and dancehall so colorful. The different opinions, the debates. Well, you know what? We just have to keep it locked to the wrap for all the exclusive